there's no guarantee whether you get deferred or probation or prison. It's up entirely to the judge, correct?
Right. Correct.
Regarding the PSI, we had reviewed that together, correct?
Correct.
You're former military.
Yes.
How many years have you served?
28.
At what field? Or
Air Force air transportation.
aside from military service, have you ever worked in law enforcement?
Okay, pause. 28 years in the military, former detention officer, PTSD, and now facing sentencing. This isn't just a court case. It's a collision between a man's past and his unraveling present. Stick around, because what comes next dives deep into moral gray zones.
Yes.
What agency position?
A Bear County detention officer.
You had provided some documents to me. I'm going to show you a few documents. You recognize these documents, which is Defendant's Exhibit 1 through 6. Recognize these documents?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to show the state if they have any objection to them.
State has no objection.
What is, before I introduce them,
Okay.
what is this document here?
Serving in Afghanistan certificate.
What is this document that I labeled Exhibit 2? What is this?
Certificate of assisting a funeral detail for special forces.
It's Exhibit number 3 I have marked here. What is
This is
this?
a combination medal from the Air Force.
These other 3 are pictures, 4, 5, and 6. What are these pictures of?
Pictures of Afghanistan and UCSO picture.
I move to introduce these exhibits. And Your Honor, I have a few more documents that have some information that I'd rather not go into the court file for public record.
Important note here. These exhibits are reviewed by the judge but not entered into evidence. Why does that matter? Because anything in the court file becomes public record. And in sensitive cases like this, mental health, military, trauma, that privacy line matters more than you think.
All right.
If
So
I-
with regards to defense exhibits 1 through 6, would you just like me to review the exhibits and not have them put into evidence so that he can have them back?
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right. So I'll just review defense exhibits 1 through 6 without objection,
Yes.
but they will not be offered into evidence. And just give me a moment.
Mr. Escarino, you've been on bond since approximately May 11th, 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've had GPS unit that entire time?
Yes, sir.
To your knowledge, has there ever been a GPS violation,
No, sir.
a condition of bond violation?
No.
Have you ever had contact with the complainant in this case since posting bond?
No, sir.
Are you currently in any type of treatment?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell the judge what kind of treatment you're in?
Through therapy, psychologist, peer group support through the VA.
And you currently have appointments scheduled upcoming with the VA?
Yes, sir.
Any of these mental health therapy treatment sessions?
Yes, sir.
What are they treatment sessions for?
For PTSD, anxiety, and depression.
Your Honor, I have a documents I didn't want to put in court file. It's sensitive. Could I show this to you without standing
Have you
objection?
reviewed those?
I'll review them, Judge. And we have no objection to the judge review those.
Sure. Mr. Escarino, have you ever deployed overseas?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been deployed into combat zones?
Yes, sir.
Where were your deployments?
June through November 2011, Bagram, Afghanistan.
Are you currently disabled through the military?
Yes, sir.
What's your disability rating?
90.
Are you asking this court to grant your application for deferred or probation?
Yes, sir.
You had acknowledged guilt in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
You knew that there was a protective order and you should not have broken it.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you want to tell this judge?
I'm sorry for the actions that I've done.
So now we shift gears. He's asking for deferred probation, admitting guilt, and trying to contextualize his behavior through PTSD. But let me ask you this. Does trauma explain behavior or merely help us understand it? Let me know your take in the comments.
And violating their protective order. But I haven't been myself since I got back. So I've been fighting a lot of demons within myself. And the psychologist told me that when I went to see her on March 4th, that I explained to her my situation and what I'm going through and the legal problems. She said that there's a lot of PTSD fingerprints all over everything in my life. So I need to seek counseling and therapy for these issues before I can move on to, if I do need somebody else, that I'll, help myself and be a better person.
If the judge grants your application, do you ever plan on having contact with the complainant in this case?
No, sir, never again, no.
Pass the witness.
Any questions?
State has no questions.
All right, I have a few. So I've read the PSI report.
Yes, sir.
In the PSI report, the complainant states that her tires.
So here's where the stakes tighten. The judge is confronting him with alleged stalking behavior, a protective order violation, and escalating patterns. The court isn't just weighing past trauma, it's trying to assess future risk. And that tension, it's palpable.
Used to be slashed. And she said the only time her tires stopped being slashed was when you were on GPS. So did you slash your tires?
No, ma'am.
And then my other question is, according to this, you were previously married to Reyes, correct?
She's my ex-wife.
All right. And Reyes wanted to end the relationship with you, and you had issues with that. And then now, with regards to the complainant in this case, they wanted to end the relationship with you, and you had issues with that. And even when they had a protective order, you still would come around. And from what I'm reading in the PSI report, it says that you knew. In your version of events, it says, he states he knew he was not to contact her in person, email, or text, and to stay 600 feet away from her apartment and where she works. He states he continued to contact her again in April 2023 by sitting in his vehicle watching her. When asked why he had contact with the victim, he states he did not want another failed relationship and wanted to work things out with her. I don't understand what you don't understand when people, how old are you?
55. And
All right, so I don't understand what you don't understand when people say a relationship is over, it's over. And the complainant in this case, do you have any children with her?
no, ma'am.
So what did you not understand? When there's a protective order in place, according to the PSI report, you knew that meant you were not to have contact with her. And even in your version of events, you say you try to get back with her, even though the relationship was ended in January. And then on Valentine's Day, you go to her apartment, you leave chocolates at her door. And then at that point, you know there's a protective order and you're still following her, and she sees it as spying. She says that she lost her job because of you, and it took her a year to get that job back through her union, and for her union fighting for her to get her job back. So I don't understand. Explain to me why it appears you don't understand what that protective orders, when they're entered and you're not supposed to have contact with someone.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to explain to me why you think that means that. I know the protective order says I can't have contact with them, but I'm still trying to get back together with them anyway.
Yes, ma'am. Can I explain a little bit?
Yes. Oh, no, that's what I want. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you.
First of all, my ex-wife, she got pregnant very soon with my daughter. So I stayed with her to work it out and be a family with her. But it didn't work out. She didn't like to cook or clean. And she was raised by her grandma. So it's not that she ended it, I ended it because she had an affair. She brought somebody over to our home while I took the kids to Calaveras with her family. She made up a story that she had to work late Saturday. When I got back, I had put digital voice recorders in the home, and lo and behold, I found noises upstairs where she had brought the man over.
Okay, why did you put digital voice recorders in your home?
Because I was trying to find out if she was talking to somebody, because we weren't weren't being intimate no more. That's the only reason. And that's how I ended the divorce. I filed divorce when I found out she committed adultery.
Okay,
And, with this one, I didn't, with Stephanie, I didn't make her lose her job, ma'am. She was drinking every day. I tried to get her to stop drinking, but she was an alcoholic, and she would constantly call in to work. If you were to ask her, she would show you the reports of her call-ins at work at the post office, and I had nothing to do with her losing her job at that point. But
This is wild. He's calling her a narcissist, but he knew that before the protective order. So why couldn't he walk away? That's the central question the judge and maybe you are trying to figure out. Is this obsession, denial, something darker?
the fact that she's a narcissist and a manipulator. I know you won't believe me in that, but that's the actual truth about her. And I try to make it work with her because I did care about her and I love her, and I wanted to be a figure.
so let me ask you this, when did you find out that she was a narcissist and a manipulator? How far into the relationship?
Probably like maybe 6 months, 5-6 months, but I try to overlook it. I
All right,
didn't
so
understand it.
let me ask you this. So did you know, according to you, that she was a narcissist and a manipulator
Essentially, like
before
the
wait a minute, stop. Did you know that she was a narcissist, according to you, and a manipulator before that protective order was in place?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so protective order is in place. You know this person is a narcissist and a manipulator, and you still won't let them go even though they've broken up with you. Explain that to me.
I can just say that
Oh, now, we're getting a broader view. Multiple relationships, repeated issues, and missed chances for intervention. The judge isn't just sentencing one moment. She's trying to untangle a pattern that's been forming for over a decade. And the real question is, can that pattern be broken?
I was trying to overlook it, I thought maybe being there for their lover, take care of her and her kids, and be a better person with her, that these things would go away.
Your Honor, so if I may,
Yes.
Mr. Escarino, when you were interviewed by a detective regarding this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the detective interview room had shown you video of that, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the detective had been asking similar questions that this judge had, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you had put your face into a wall and you started to cry, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Escarino has women relationship problems. He is very needy, but a detective was asking pretty much similar questions you're asking. And he broke down, he was crying in the interview room. He did admit, he did confess to this case, he took a plea. I think that treatment is necessary for him going forward. He's engaged in treatment, mental health treatment. He has a session on the 25th of this month. He's been doing in-person visits and telephone home visits. He's actively engaged with therapy, Your Honor.
All right, so here's my question. I'm
Yes, sir.
looking at your history.
Yes, ma'am.
There was an assault bodily injury married case, and I'm assuming that's related to the person you were married to. Is that correct or no?
No, ma'am. It was an ex-girlfriend of 3 years, Natalie Pacheco.
All right. And Natalie Pacheco. All right, so Natalie Pacheco, that's somebody completely different from the person you were married to, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's a third person. Because you have your wife, you have Natalie, and then you have the person, the current person. All right. So with that person, you were placed on deferred adjudication for assault, a bodily injury married. And it says here that you rejected Veterans Treatment Court.
I didn't reject it, ma'am. What happened was they sent me the first time. I didn't acknowledge the PTSD issues. I wasn't understanding what I was going through, and I had a peace officer's license, so they sent me a second time to admit to it that I had PTSD, but was afraid to lose the license. So because of my mentality, my mental health was gonna have me lose that license. That's why I got denied. I didn't turn it down.
And Your Honor, the license you're referring to, the peace officer, that's when you were actively employed with Berry County Sheriff's Office,
Yes.
correct?
All right, so you were placed on deferred adjudication on that case
Yes, ma'am.
for 18 months, and that's 2012. What did you learn? Because I'm sure it's an assault bodily injury married case. They probably gave you the BIPP course, right?